Get your PPE on, get your respirator. It is time for oxalic acid vaporization here in Central Texas. This is my Larrabee's unit. It is a oxalic acid vaporizer, ridden hard, put up wet. We use this nonstop. I've had it for a couple years now. DeWalt battery. You need a nice big chunky battery to make it work well, and just love working it. You got to have gloves on. This was my first oxalic vaporization of the year, so all my gear was pretty clean, but I definitely need to get those gloves on. We're using Easy Ox from Mike's Bees. This is the EPA approved oxalic acid for vaporizing bees. Oxalic acid works in a way that basically kills mites and doesn't kill bees. It does stress the bees, but it really knocks down mite populations. It works really well in winter, so we want to get our little dosage. I usually use 4 grams. I'm pretty heavy-handed with it. I do it twice in the wintertime. Oxalic acid vaporization does not penetrate capped pupae. When they're in their final stage of gestation, you can't get to them. So you do it in the winter. It's a time of year when hives are typically broodless. The mites really have nowhere to hide, no capped pupae to hide underneath. So we're waiting for it to heat up. It hits 425. Now's the time to put the plunger in. The unit rests really nicely right in the hive entrance, and then I just drop the plunger. That puts the oxalic onto the heating element, and that heats it up quickly, vaporizes it, and now it's going to puff the whole hive. A lot of folks will stuff up entrances, make sure the hive doesn't have any cracks. I tend to just put it in the opening. There's plenty of vapor. You do not want to breathe this stuff, so you don't want it to blow into your face, so I stand upwind. So here I want to just show you what it looks like just outside the hive. So this is what the vaporization looks like coming out of that vaporizer. So a lot of smoke, right? So you definitely want to stay upwind of it. Here's my old Oxavap. This machine has served me well. I've had it for many years. It's a corded machine, so you either have to have an outlet nearby or run a generator or an inverter, so it's a little less convenient, but it's definitely a workhorse of a machine. You've got to scoop your dosage into this little ceramic cup, and again, I'm pretty liberal with the dosage. I don't mind putting a lot on there, and then I'm waiting for it to hit 228, and then once it hits 228, I pick up the cup and then essentially turn it over in order to drop that oxalic onto the heating element, and then puff. It puffs the entrance of the hive. And again, I'm standing upwind, I'm tapping it a little bit to make sure all that oxalic drops on the heating element, and then I just wait till the temperature drops and then goes back up again, 20-30 seconds. Depending on mite levels, I typically do 2 rounds midwinter, and that really knocks the mite levels back. So, and again, here I'm going to show you just what it looks like out in the open when I drop that oxalic onto the heating element. It's a big old puff, right? So really very effective. I do have links in the description to some of these products that we carry here in the shop. Hope everyone's having a great winter, and man, are we looking forward to spring.